I'm right here. Yeah, I'm
I
here.
ain't gonna hold you. We probably gonna do like 2 episodes. Facto show going crazy right now. Powder. Paper keep on going up. Haters see it going up. Wrist it cold as wristlet. What's the cut? Shorty said I was a killer. I said keep that shit discreet. Once a month I put a suit on and I take a chick to eat. Running through the hood and whip. My haters dream they ain't say. They just run their mouth and feet. Reason why they can't come for me. Haters be like women. They both come for me. Listen, all type of just want my.
Peace.
Peace,
We
God
here.
straight. The paper straight.
Yeah,
Finally.
M.Reck,
Finally.
the
This is
notorious
fire.
ass in the building. What's going on? Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm good, baby. God is great. And the paper straight, man.
That's a fact. We got 85 people in the building that fast in seconds. Run it up, run it up. Y'all getting like the first live from M.Reck and Troy Ave, the homie John Juan on deck, the Facto show, MRecktv, all at the same time, man.
Yeah, this is fire.
You feel me? So, man, we got some topics to talk about. You know what I mean? Run it up, y'all. Salute to the Rec Mob, real ones, trenches. Just run it up, run it up. We doing something new right here. This is actually like a test live, but we still gonna get it in, regardless of what. So,
Full
Av, man,
disclosure, I just dropped the baby oil off of the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? Like just in full disclosure. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta just put your shit out there before anybody else put it out. So yeah, I dropped baby oil, but I was just using it, after the shower to keep moisturized. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't nothing else going on. But
that's a
just I
lot of
don't know.
information. You know what I mean?
Because
But
look, I don't know. You never know. I don't know if the video was on or if the sound is might heard the baby oil drop, but it was literally sitting here. It's like now niggas act like they can't use baby oil no more. Post. It's
got you.
craziness out here.
I
Taking
hear
the innocence away.
echo. Is that somebody computer? Is somebody TV? What's going on? We got to make sure we right over here.
You can still hear it?
Yeah, that was you, John Juan. All right, just mute your audio real quick, John Juan. I think we got a call already on my side. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Y'all want to
so
take
tap
calls?
in. We live, y'all.
We close to 200 people in here. Hold on one second. Let me see. Hold on one second, y'all.
Share the room, share the room. That's what M.Reck always say.
Yep.
Y'all share the room.
Share the live. Peace. Who this? Peace.
What's up, my boy?
What's going on? Anthony from Chicago. What's the word, bro?
Nothing much. I missed the show early. I went back to watch it.
Nah, it's all good. Yo, Av, can you hear the caller or no?
Yeah, I hear him. I hear him. Chicago in the building. What's up? What part of Chicago?
What's up? I'm from Dalton. From the
Oh no, I know like
suburbs.
He from the suburbs, he said.
okay, all right, that's what's up. You ain't gotta duck no bullets out there. It must be nice.
Yeah,
Shout out to him.
that's a fact.
Shout
Hold
out
on,
to
let me
him.
get
Living
this.
better now. Think he's funny now.
Yo, look, I'm a matter of fact, we gotta put some comments in the room. So look, I gotta hold on. Let me put the subscribe to the Troy Ave BSB YouTube, right? We live on MRecktv as well as the Troy Ave BSB YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my brother channel. You know what I'm saying? We doing this live Facto show, MRecktv. We got John Juan in the building, but we gonna get to the shit. We ain't gonna play no games. Anthony, you still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right, so Anthony, man, did you see the Fat Joe clip with the Snoop Dogg clip where he kind of checked Fat Joe on the Breakfast Club? Did you see that?
I saw it. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy to me because I never really remember them even having like beef or anything.
Yeah, Charlamagne kind of threw salt in the game with that. You dig what I'm saying? Kind of misquoted Fat Joe a little bit. You know, I guess, put a little propaganda spin on it, like Ab would say.
Yeah, definitely put a propaganda on that.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Anthony, we appreciate you tapping in, and you could tap back in later because we're gonna get this thing going with M.Reck and Troy Ave and John Juan with the whole Facto show, because this is like they first live, so to speak. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
This
a
is our
fact.
first live, so
Yeah.
so we over here just testing the waters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right,
I'm
good brother.
definitely stay tuned in.
No doubt. Salute, King. Appreciate you.
Oh, all right. They got pictures up there and all that. This is
All
crazy. All right. That's
right,
what's up.
peace. All right, look, this is what we're gonna do. Look, we want y'all to call the 646-504-4632 number. That's the BSB line, the de facto show line. You know what I mean? Call Ab directly. You can
Yeah,
speak.
that's a fact. I think Queen Wolf trying to join the joint. I'm gonna send her the link, right?
Yeah,
How we do that?
send it.
Yeah, that's a fact. Okay, bet. Dang, see, my mic is on mute. Now I can't hear y'all.
Yo,
Yo,
yeah.
where Wreck at?
I don't hear right.
Oh, on my head. Peace. Peace.
All right, copy that. Copy that. Yeah,
All
we
right.
understand. I'm gonna put the headphones on it so I could get more official sounding. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So hold on. Wreck Mob, real runs. Can you hear us? Put a thumb up, y'all. We doing a test live. We got almost 300 people in the building in 6 minutes. Run it up, run it up, run it up. This is like the first live that M.Reck and Troy Ave has, like, we kind of testing the waters with this, but we live, y'all. Nevertheless, we here. Y'all have you
Okay,
feel
I see it now. Yeah, I'm right here, close. We
okay?
locked in. I'm just
Okay.
learning how. I'm just learning how to get in the chat. Feel
Okay.
me? Yeah, I'm in here.
All
Manage
right.
your YouTube.
All right. Cool. Cool. We got they calling. I don't know if you want me to answer the phone on my side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do it. Go ahead, do your thing. We
All
tapped
right.
in with them. See your personal info.
All right. Peace. Who this? Peace.
Oh, it's the big deacon. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Yes, sir.
Continue.
You a taxi robber. Mad at me. You know why?
Oh man, they getting started early, right? They getting
Early.
started early over here.
Yo, digging Weezo, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
Look.
Oh, well, yeah, we
Look.
can cross up over there, y'all.
What you said?
Oh, man. Well, yes, sir. Hey, man, I want to let everybody know, the deacon, he got a New York swag on. Boy, now listen to, Mano with that thing on. I'm not, my son, well, I'm talking about Mano. I got the name mixed up. My
Yeah.
son said yellow rice and chicken nose. I say, boy, look at that. They'll tell. Boy, all the cocaine to be snorted around.
Oh man,
That's it, yes, sir. Oh,
Gonzo,
he got a white
Gonzo.
booger in that note, that thing. Yes, sir. My son got a BBL booger, but you don't know that. I love not to be. That nigga
BBL know that.
your mom's in my business. I said that your mom's in my business. Yes, sir. Boy, I might go to Sterling Words. The DM, yes, he owns me. I'm like, man, that big ass nose. This nigga got it, boy, but I hate to share my bag of coke with my son. Oh, that pink bag is gone. Oh, people say, take that. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Johnson at the same party.
Hey, yo,
M.Reck out.
Hold on, Diggin. Hold on.
Yes.
Yo, man.
Yo, you off the rails. You my nigga. Love is love. Like, but yo, check
Yeah,
it.
Dick on a wild boy.
Yo, Deacon, this is what we gonna do. We got Troy Ave on the live. You know what I mean? We live on the Facto show and the MRecktv show, right? And
Yes, sir.
Deacon Weezer is a
Salute to you. Yes, sir. Oh.
your Ave. Can you hear him?
Salute, Deacon. Salute. Hey man, hey, Deacon, you better not share your bag of coke with that nigga, man. It ain't gonna be nothing to share.
Well, ain't nothing gonna be. My son got the pocket knife nose. I say this nigga ain't got a Rambo knife. Yeah, if you look at the nose. When I look at the taxi robber video, I said, "Well, God, this nigga knows
pocket knife.
He got
Not the pocket knife nose.
You don't hold that big old nose." I said, "This nigga, hey, I said his nickname knows it." I said, "Boy, this nigga got boy, look at here. That dog sat on the TV and watched out. That big ass nose. I say, boy,
He
look at here.
definitely knows what's going. He knows what's going on for sure.
Look, oh, you know. I
That
bet
is
he,
a fact, though.
boy, I bet he know no good. God dang it, boy, his nose himself. Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
another thing, yes, sir. Umar Johnson.
No, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
I'm on it. No, yeah. Hey, but I wanted to give y'all a shout out,
Nah,
fellas.
free Chris Brown.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, now, brother, and we praying for brother Chris Brown. You know, the light skinned brothers. We gotta make sure. You know, yes, sir. But you know, but Chris the real one too, y'all. He the only Negro who gave Tory Lanez some of that good prison money, and you know, so we gotta salute to Chris. But brother, he'll beat the coochie up just how he'll beat the chicks up. So I ain't mad at Chris. Yes, sir. Oh man. And with that being said, brother. Love old Chris Brown. Yes, sir, man.
Got you. Yo, Deacon, I appreciate you. Yo, tap back in a little bit because we gonna get this show going. You know, me, Troy, we got Queen Wolf in here, John Juan. So tap back in like a few minutes.
All right, then, bro. All right, fellas. Yes, sir.
Salute, good brother. Appreciate you.
All right, peace, Deacon. We got a new album dropping too, man. Y'all make sure y'all grab that. John Juan, put the link to the joint. Should be in the new project dropping.
You heard?
Peace.
When you dropping the project, Av?
Yeah, I'm back. I hear y'all.
Yeah, when you dropping that project?
Oh, that thing dropped midnight. Matter of fact, midnight. We
Tonight?
going monthly for the people. Yeah, we going midnight, 12 midnight. That's a fact, though.
Av is different, bro. This nigga dropping.
Yeah, what I'm supposed to do, man?
I'm just finding out, like, how you dropping a project. Look, I'm finding out. Look, what time is it? It's 7:22, and he's dropping a project in less than 5 hours. I'm just finding out. That shit crazy, man. But you know what? He working, so I can't even be mad at him. You know what I mean? Salute. You know what I mean? Salute.
That's a fact. I just like to get the work done, man. I just be working in silence, and I put it out to the people. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Fact. That's a fact. So, Av, I'm gonna fall back. This is you now. I'm gonna fall back.
Right, you know, I'm trying to follow your lead because you know you do the live. It's my first live. I can't front. I'm gonna navigate around it. But I just want to say free Chris Brown first of all. They got a lot of propaganda behind his name, saying that it's because he did what? Because he said free.
Free Tory Lanez.
That all of a sudden they came and locked his ass up. They saying Rock Nation got the wrong own. They got the wrong own, and they reaching out to Europe and grabbing niggas
allegedly, you know, so we don't get sued, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So
that's what they saying, allegedly.
Yeah, you already.
We don't know. We don't know. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like when people text me. Yo, let me ask you a question real quick, off topic. You ever had somebody borrow some money from you and then pay you back in pieces and shit?
I hate that. That's the worst shit ever.
I don't like that shit, man. That's a fact, though.
That's the worst shit ever, man. Because it's not the same money. That's not that same money.
It's not the same money. Nah. It's like, yo, pay me how I paid you when you was in desperate needs, and you know what I'm saying? The audacity of niggas, man. We need a segment called the audacity of niggas. The audacity of niggas where you can do everything for niggas. You can pay a nigga pay a whole nigga rent. Nigga back. Well, all they did was pay my
word.
Can you hear me?
Queen Wolf.
Dang, he ain't buy me a house. You know
I know y'all wasn't about to have Diddy on this list without getting me in here to have the conversation.
Oh man, we got 400 people in the building. Stepped in here.
What's up, Reck Ma? Real ones. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Shout to yes, sir. He said people not paid back debts, man. This is nuts.
They saying Queen Wolf is Diddy's biggest supporter. Is that
the
truth? That's what they saying.
That's cap. Listen, y'all, it's the editor. I blame John Juan, man. He keep cutting it, make it look like I'm supporting.
Damn, that's crazy.
Niggas threw John Juan under the bus is crazy.
That's crazy.
They setting me up, man. They doing me like Rock Nation.
Hey yo, so look, welcome to the fact.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Welcome to the Facto Show. We got Troy Ave, Queen Wolf, John Juan, myself, M.Reck. We here. We live on both channels. So Queen Wolf, you want to get to the proceedings? Let's get it with the
I
top.
mean, are we talking Chris Brown right now?
Yeah, that's what we
Free
doing.
that man.
Man, that man made it to
Yeah.
Manchester. All he was trying to do was start the European leg of his tour.
Mm.
And he landed, and last thing we saw him say was free Tory Lanez, and the next thing you know, he was getting locked up for a situation that happened in 2023. So I'm not sure what happened in 2 years. Did he not ever fly back to the UK? I'm not sure what happened, but all of a sudden he's in jail right now. So Chris Brown is our favorite cousin. I like to say so.
Mhm.
I want to say that he's innocent and free him. But
Wow.
yeah, it's just crazy. This conspiracy, this Rock Nation conspiracy that's being said that everything is leading back to, the powers that be that's stopping everybody that's in support of Tory. What y'all think about that?
Well, I'm gonna say this. It's ironic that he put a post up in less than 24 hours saying free Tory, and then um they grab him soon as he get off his private plane. Like soon as so they had the heads up that he was going to Manchester. What part of the country is that again? That's like Europe or something like that?
It's
Um,
it's the United Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's all the same shit, you know. But yeah, that's definitely bizarre, you know, nevertheless, and then also what people don't know, Chris Brown was Tory Lane's biggest supporter, you know what I mean? From the industry as well as financially, you know. This is what
Yo,
Tory
my
said.
my
Yeah.
my fault, child. Not to catch your wisdom, as you would
Mhm.
say. Leon just tried to tap in. John Juan, the number that you got up there, when people are calling the number, it's taking me out of the whole stream, y'all. So let's put rec number back.
Oh yeah, they probably tearing your ass up the line. Pause. They probably yeah, you in the matrix right now. Queen Wolf, you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Av is
Yep,
in the
I'm
Okay.
matrix.
still.
So,
Where
so
where
look,
where M.Reck at?
yeah,
That's
I'm right
Rock
here.
Nation. Rock Nation cutting his line.
Shots
Rock Nation,
fired. Hold
not
on.
Live Nation.
Hold
Well,
on. I
Rock
think I
Nation,
got
yeah, Rock Nation cut M.Reck water off.
Yo, Av, are you trying to like answer the call when they call?
Yeah,
Look, so if you don't answer it,
yeah.
I'll answer it. I'll answer it, and
Av,
it should work like
Do the
put
that.
a
stream
little throw
yard.
the swerve. That's probably what he gonna have to do because it's gonna ring regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna kick him off StreamYard. So he may have to on his side, but then again, you can't get the calls.
I
And
know it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So if you see it, then it's all good. You just
so we got a
tap
code
in.
Yeah.
500 people in here. Run the likes up, y'all. This is the
Hit the like,
Facto
share the
Show
room,
live.
share the
Okay,
room, share the room. Rec mob.
live. We're gonna give y'all some labs. We're gonna give y'all some real, some real commentary, and we just gonna build. So, Queen Wolf, we're gonna let you set the tone once again.
So this is true.
Yup.
Tory Lanez did say that the when he's out,
Yup.
everybody is all, yeah.
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
You hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
we hear you, Queen.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tory
Y'all
said,
hear me?
how,
Yeah, that was another
yeah, we hear
call.
you.
John Wall. If y'all hear me go out,
It's
that means it's just a call. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
okay.
John
But
Wall gonna handle
it's
it on his
it's
end.
it's everybody's story before getting locked up. It's all
See,
teeth
I
and
done fucked up the
palms.
room with all the Rock
Oh.
Nation shit. That was
It's all teeth and palms, when you home. But once you get locked up, the couple of years, a couple of years in, I say even a few months in, those calls start to die down and dwindle. Those visits start to slow up, those letters and everything else. And so Tory Lanez was just basically saying that the only person that didn't really leave him for dead is Chris Brown. And
Correct.
rightfully so. I think Chris Brown is another person who's been in the public eye in a negative way and having to really fight back for his career and like really rebuild himself from the ground up. So I think he empathized with him and supported him, sent him money, whether or not he needed it or so, just wanted to show his support. So
Mhm.
this conspiracy about Rock Nation. Like, I want to know what the Rec Mob and what y'all think in the comments, because it's starting, like, I'm an avid conspiracy theorist. I live for a good conspiracy, but at the same time, it's like it's hard to ignore everything that's happening. Tory Lanez got
Right.
new lawyers, and what his new lawyers are saying is that once they discovered this new evidence about him being innocent and oh
Oh, hold on, Queen Whip. I'm sorry, the calls is coming in.
oh
Peace. Who this on the line?
M.Reck.
Yo,
Hey, what up? It's Dion. Rec
Dion.
Mob.
What's going on, Dion? We got Queen Wolf, Troy Ave, John Juan in the building, the Facto Show, MRecktv, all live at the same time, man. Talk to me, man.
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Chris Brown said free Tory publicly, then end up getting locked up for something that happened years ago. That's a Jay-Z move because Tory didn't sign with Rock Nation, and Meg is cool with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Plus, Jay-Z already had a vendetta against Chris Brown because of Rihanna.
Oh man.
So you think it's all connected?
Yeah, I know it's all connected.
Oh, it's all
They using the
connected.
same
My
lawyers.
man said he got
They
inside
using
information.
Jay-Z. Yeah,
I'm
they
telling
using
you, the signs
Jay-Z
are hard
folks,
to
for his
ignore.
lawyers and stuff.
And what they're
It's all
saying,
about the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
he's protecting his investment, it seems. And they're saying that basically we saw this same play with Chris Brown, right? And Rihanna, the public fallout, the situation, and then protecting the integrity of his artist, you got to turn him into a villain. And so yeah, so the situation, basically what's going on again is what they're saying now. The new evidence is that Kelsey, she had a driver / bodyguard. She was in the car and she was having a conversation at some point. And this is
Why
after the trial is over.
why
This is
she got a
after,
job? Why she got a job in a bodyguard? She has your type of money or something like
I
what's going on?
mean, she had to get paid off at some point for pleading the fifth
Oh, okay.
and not
All
telling
right.
the truth. Who knows, right?
Okay.
But go ahead, kid. A little ball in the street. You gotta be careful when a ball rolls in the street. But go ahead. So what happened? He overheard the conversation. She's talking, and basically what he's saying that he heard her say was that she was actually the one who shot Meg. And Tory grabbed the gun out of her hand. When he grabbed the gun out of her hand, the gun fell. 2 additional shots went off. So it wasn't him that shot her. He was actually trying to save her. And this is a conversation that this bodyguard, he has absolutely no reason to save Tory Lanez. He said his only reason for coming forward and telling this truth is because he overheard the conversation and he can't stand to see a black man sitting down doing so much time for something that he didn't do. So they did this whole big press conference.
What
And
type of
I
gun
don't
was
know.
this? That falls on the floor and goes off 2 times. What type of gun was this?
I don't know what type of gun. I don't know what
Oh
type of
my
gun
gun
that was,
enthusiasts.
but keep that gun
I know
away from my
guns.
ankles.
I just want to know what kind of gun
Whatever you
goes
do.
off and fires twice.
But here's the
asking.
you asked about the caveat, right? Here's the caveat to this whole entire story that I found interesting, and I think a lot of people overlooked,
Now
right?
niggas want to use my word. Now niggas want to use my word. Caveat. Okay.
So
You
the
know, I
caveat
did it
to this
first.
is the press conference that Tory Lanez lawyers did in front of the Intercontinental in California is actually one of the hotels that's in the Diddy indictment in court, where he allegedly beat up Cassie. It's at the Intercontinental. Did y'all know that?
One thing got nothing to do with the other. You just putting propaganda on P. Diddy's name.
No, it's just a coincidence. It's just funny. It's a funny coincidence. I'm not saying one has anything to do with
A
the other,
man
but
is
it's
fighting
just
for his
funny.
life, and you sitting up here laughing. A
But
man is fighting for his
laughing
life.
at the
I ain't gonna hold
situation.
you.
I'm laughing at the coincidence.
You got to run it back, Queen Wolf, because I kind of missed it because I was typing the info in there to let people know we all live in the chat room. So
Yes,
what's the
yes.
coincidence?
What I was saying
Gotcha.
is that where they did the press conference for Tory Lanez and
Uh-huh.
his new lawyers basically revealing this information. was at the Intercontinental Hotel, which is where they're saying one of the locations that Cassie was getting beat up by Diddy, allegedly.
Wow.
So that was just a funny thing that, you know, I know a lot of people overlooked because it was just something that was, you know, lightly mentioned, but I peeped it and was like, oh, that's something that's interesting, right? But yes, so this was,
I think that's totally a coincidence. There's not many hotels that you could go to do a press conference in front of. First of all, you need space, you need the correct lighting. So they just had to go to Intercontinental. It was probably convenient. If you Google the lawyer's office, it's probably nearby. You know what I'm saying? It was just making a point. And for the fact that you could be so irresponsible in your journalism and say that it has something to do with Diddy case,
I did not say that.
Complete slander.
I didn't say one had anything to do with the other.
You insinuated it.
No, I didn't.
You on some M.Reck shit.
No, niggas, I said it was just an interesting. It was an interesting coincidence that we probably didn't even pay attention to.
Man, free Diddy, man. If you against
she's doing
just say
journalism. So. She's doing great journalism.
You know Thank you. So,
she's doing great journalism.
What they're saying is now the reason why they didn't want this to get out, and you know, because of course this is a big turning point for the case, and it changes a lot because now someone else becomes a suspect. Now somebody perjured themselves, somebody lied, somebody's locked up who needs to be freed if they're innocent. There's just a lot of factors in this situation that comes about with this bodyguard. And what everyone is saying now is that once the lawyers brought this information to Meg's lawyers, Tory Lanez got stabbed, and you know there was an attempt on his life. So
y'all saying Megan Thee Stallion put a hit out, or y'all saying Jay-Z allegedly? What y'all saying?
We can't say who
somebody
did
put a hit out.
Matter of fact, we not
to the Mexicans.
Nothing. It's actually Tory's teams or some reps for, you know, on the behalf of Tory Lanez spoke up about this information. You know what I mean? I gotta find that video. You know,
they're good. They're professionals.
See that video out there? We could probably you know, pull that video up. But for the most part, do me a favor. Let's take off the template so people could see Queen Wolf avatar and her name.
I don't even have one set up yet. No? I just kind of just jumped in the call, so I didn't even get a chance to like set up anything.
Okay, and they rocking with us too. 600 people staying in the building strong.
Yeah, she sound like a district attorney on Diddy case. She's just jumping in, nothing set up.
Okay, that's perfect, John. I like that. You know, that layout. Good looking. Salute. So let's do this, Queen Wolf. What's the next story?
I mean, we gotta stick to this. I want to understand. I want to understand what type of gun that you drop and it goes off 2 times. I just want to know what kind of gun it is because I know never to buy that gun. And then number 2, this brand new random bodyguard. Where is this nigga from? How long was he driving her? How many times has she said this?
I don't know.
What it sound like to me is that, you know, she trying to double back and do the right thing because she got what they call it, immunity. You know what I'm saying? So now she can spin back. Yeah, she can spin back and say, well, this is what really happened. And get that man up out and let him be free where he need to be. Gotcha. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, Av, I'm hearing like a little static a little bit.
That ain't me. That ain't me. I'm soundproof. I'm a professional, baby. Okay, I'm a professional at this in my first 20 minutes in. Can y'all still hear me? Am I still? Yeah, I don't hear nothing.
I was on mute, just making sure.
Yeah, we still here.
Yeah, I'm muted up too.
Oh, I see the live right now. This is hard. I see the live right now. It popped up as soon as you turn on the joint.
I'm gonna run a quick ad real quick while we get things together.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah. What up? What up?
Yo, it's not Av. John Juan, it might be on your side because when you played the ad, I heard the the shit was like popping. I don't know what that is.
I was muted up. Like I'm muted.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? But
Some
nevertheless,
debauchery.
we here. I'm a mute up though. Ab, guys, speak your piece, good brother. You good money.
It's some debate. So I was saying, what kind of gun is that? That's first of all. And secondly, I wanted to know where this bodyguard came from. I want to know why she has a bodyguard. Why she got a driver. You feel me? There's all kind of little shit going on that I think as a well, I don't really want to know. I don't give a fuck. I'm sure people ask these questions. They want to wait a minute. Something's not right here. But I want to say round of applause for her if she is doing the right thing and trying to free that man. And just doubling back and dipping into the pot twice. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
I don't know if she's the one that's doing the right thing. She just was having a conversation, and the bodyguard, the driver, is doing the right thing.
Allegedly, I can't give that nigga no credit. We gotta give it to her because first of all, Terry was knocking them both down. Yes, according to court documents, and she might have had a soft spot for a hard dick. And she said, you know what, I want to get this nigga free because since he's been gone, nobody's been busting my walls out. You know what I'm saying? So she said, what scheme can I come up with? Okay, I have full immunity. I could just circle back and say, hey, he didn't do it. I did it. I have full immunity. So what? And then on top of that, cash me out for saying that. I mean, round of applause for her.
I don't know, because what they were saying is that somebody has to go back and, re-look at what can and can't be done, because somebody has to answer for this, basically.
Now her, she had full immunity on that case. They better just,
can't they take it back? Can they take it back?
It's over.
Nah, they have to do a new trial. You know what I'm saying? At this point, they would have
what
to do
they going to release. They release him on a mistrial, but she has full immunity where they can't charge her.
Well,
then they will have to put that on Meg.
I ain't gonna lie, she
for lying, perjuring herself.
Looking at the picture, she kind of like what would y'all give her on one of what?
Oh, that Kelsey right here.
1 to 10. Yeah.
If we going off this picture, I gotta keep it real.
This picture, they both look trash. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a 4.5. 4.5. What you say?
Word, that's some hot.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at it.
What you
that's
think?
Like a. Yeah, that's like a. That's like a. What like a Monday type of hit? Monday. 10 hit, nothing like that. That ain't a weekend. Like if that's like your neighbor type
that ain't
shit.
A weekend takedown?
Nah, hell no. I'm shit going on outside the weekend.
That's a rainy Monday. That's a snowy Monday.
That ain't even a going up on a Tuesday. Free McConan. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even going up on a Tuesday. I don't know. If he's not, where is he? But anyway. That's not even going up on Tuesday.
It's funny that you mentioned McConan
just
too,
saying.
Man. That's crazy. I'm gonna leave it alone though.
Why is it funny? I fuck with McConan, man. I ain't gonna lie. He's all good. He's all good. Right. We seen him in the airport one day. Dead ass, nah, no funny shit. I fuck with McConan, man. He's a good guy. As far, I mean, I don't know.
I heard he got PM'd on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
You know, I don't know. Allegedly, listen, man. You know what I mean? Listen, it goes down. But anyhow,
it's all behind him. Yeah, he was misled at the time, and then that's it. Now he was all good. But I seen him act in the airport, and he good brother, man.
Got you.
Peaceful. We all peaceful brothers.
That's good, man. I'm glad. Rest in peace, Banger, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So run the lights up. We live on a Facto show. This nigga Ab is eating all types of Caribbean food.
I'm eating some roti.
You know,
I'm eating some roti. I was thinking about this roti for past 5 days. Now I'm here.
We almost got 600 people staying in the building. We have 584. Run the lights up. We live on the Facto show as well as the MRecktv show. Queen Wolf, could you lead us into the next topic, please? I'm gonna answer this. This is a personal call. I can't even answer. Is she there?
Okay. Well, I mean, you know what I want to talk about. So, do we have any other topics on the before we get into into y'all favorite guys?
Listen, you got the floor. Hey, first of all, pause. I'm getting the guys pause. But you know, just go ahead. It's your floor.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Did you hear?
Don't put no propaganda. Do not put slander and propaganda in your voice. You got a condescending tone.
How do I put slander and propaganda in my voice?
I hear it. I hear it. I hear the shit. I hear it already.
You hear him already getting defensive, Reck. This is crazy. He's not.
You gotta let Queen Wolf do her, man. Come on now. Come on, Av. Let her rock. I'm just saying. Come on.
You would say that. You said the nigga captured somebody. You would say that. You know what I mean? You would say that. Go ahead. I'm gonna mind my business. I just want the people to be aware of the slander and propaganda that these two are tennis balls playing back and forth.
What I'm gonna say is this, right? These details that are coming out in this court case is some freaky frog, freaky fox behavior. And I don't know. The rec mob, you guys got to tell me if this is something that's normal, because Cassie, she's under oath right now and they question her. And basically what's been happening in the freak offs is she been getting down and dirty with the dudes. They finish off on her. She gets up, she goes into the back room, rubs the, can we say it?
Say what you want.
She rubs the cum in Diddy's nipples.
Pause. Now, listen, that's wild.
Propaganda. Proper motherfucking gander. This is not wild. A fact.
How is this? Who is consenting to male semen on their nipples?
I don't know who's consenting, but I know who's not consenting, and it's Puff Daddy.
How you know he's not consenting?
This is outrageous. Why would he do that? It makes no sense.
Because he's a freak.
Yeah. He probably learned it from Clyde Davis and them, you know what I mean? Allegedly.
I just want to say that. I just want to say that it be your own people that do it to you. You don't hear white people outraged talking about John Bon Jovi in the freak offs, or what's the other person with the legendary freak offs? You don't hear people coming out outraged. It be your own black people. They tear you down. It's
Playboy. Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner. This is
apparently he's been going
at his finest.
He's been going to the Playboy Mansion as well, like a complete his freak offs.
Hey man, I'm just here to I'm gonna be the light in the room of darkness that y'all going down. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, y'all follow the light because we gonna do it right. Post. Okay. I don't know what they got going on.
Look.
Now, okay, and I got a question. With this whole bullshit story about semen on the nipple. That shit is far-fetched. First of all, can't believe a woman that's cheating on everybody. A cheater's a liar. It's a fact. Secondly,
let's talk about that.
That's a fact. Secondly, at least to say this, I'm gonna just say a caveat of pause before I go into this. At least she didn't say he had other men's come on his face. Okay, all right. That's all I gotta say.
Wait, at least
that's all I gotta say. I'm just saying.
I'm right. If
you had to pick a place,
I'm right.
Talk to me, Queen.
Do you hear what your man's is saying?
It shouldn't be nowhere, but I'm saying she didn't say it on his face. That would have been case closed.
Av is my brother, but I don't know where this Diddy cape been coming from. You know what I'm saying? But,
he said at least it's not on his face.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Don't want to put up on the screen. Listen, I'm just a loyal brother, and Puff did a song for me free of charge. You know what I'm saying?
That.
How much was the song supposed to be? Because it's
would have been a
like
lot.
at this point,
I was independent. I couldn't afford it.
You should
I
have
was
just
still selling. I was still selling bricks. I ain't really, you know what I mean?
I'm
damn.
gonna
Like
say
how
this.
many more years of this
Allegedly,
you
Making
gotta
$3,000 a
do?
bird.
Allegedly, are you seeing publishing checks off that song playing at the Diddy Freak Off? I don't know, because you know what I mean. Let me know.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Oh
Plead the
man,
fifth.
are they playing your style in the freak off?
They might be. I was never there. I don't know. I would assume they play every playlist a song with him and features. I'm just saying. I would
Oh
assume.
man, new
I'm
Troy
just saying.
album. You
Man,
heard?
Wreck Mob, real ones, put a 1 in the chat if you feel like rubbing other men's cum on your nipples is not
Oh,
that
come on
bad.
now.
Put a 2
I didn't.
if this is
I didn't say that.
Ayo, 100% Ayo, pause unacceptable
that bad.
behavior.
I didn't say that.
Ain't
I
that-
said it would be worse. I said it would be worse if.
Okay.
So, all right. So here's another question
Remix.
that was proposed. They said, what would be worse? And Queen Wolf, she
It's an
can't answer this
Ayo.
shit. She's gonna become an emotional woman when it comes to this. She can't give you a straight answer. All the women in the chat, y'all check it out. I said to somebody, it was talking about what's worse, and they was talking about ours, RAP. I don't know if you can say it in live chat, but I said, man, what's actually worse? A nigga going out on a date and then a nigga finessing you and getting a little date rape, like y'all kissing, and then you like, no, stop, like, you know, the shit that the white guy football players on the varsity teams be doing to the girls. No, just hold it down, stop it, and then they do a little rape. Or you coming home to your house and a nigga with a stocking cap over his face and a knife in his hand grabs you and pushes you into your house. I said, what's the worst rape? This is a fact.
You gotta say R word. You gotta say R word.
What's the worst? What's the worst R word? I personally said,
great.
I say, yo, I think the worst grape would be you coming to the comfort of your home and some random stinky musty nigga with a stocking cap over his face. A stocking cap is old time scary shit for movies, right? It's usually a brown stocking cap, so you can kind of see the face a little bit. Yeah, nasty work. And then a knife to your neck with a what's the nasty grape voice? Why they be talking? Oh, bitch, don't move. Some type of shit. I don't know. But I think that's worse than a nigga who you agreed to go on a date with and you chilling and you like him. You know, he had to be attractive, you like him, and then he gets a little pushy. Both grapes are bad, but there's a worse grape. One grape might have mold on it and it smell like it was in the garbage.
Let's hear that great voice again. Let's hear that great voice again.
You're not gonna put me in it. Like now, I just know great voices. I don't know. I'm not doing that again. They ain't gonna set me up. But anyway, I said that to say the same ish. If the nigga they trying to put propaganda saying he had getting other men's cum rubbed on his nipples, I said, well, that's not true. But at least it wasn't other men's cum on his face.
All right, we gonna segue to somewhere else because it's getting a little spooky. I gotta hit the spooky button. Part itself, y'all. We gonna have to segue off this because this is a little bit
like this at this point. There's nothing he's not gonna say that's crazy. What I will say though, sorry,
if he had to come on his face, I would not be. It would be no defensing. But the nipples is far fetched and outrageous. It's far fetched. It's like who does that?
Up, y'all.
Who does that? Who does that? That's some shit out of.
So are y'all trying?
Look, they said please switch it up. Let's switch it up. All right, we got y'all.
Right.
M.Reck said you can't believe a cheetah. That's what M.Reck said.
I do believe that the case is becoming a little dragged out, and I do feel, right, in my personal opinion, that it's becoming a thing about his abuse, and I don't really see any damning evidence or proof about a RICO. So I'm kind of curious to see where this is gonna go. And
I'll tell you what the people saying. They saying Diddy and 5. That's what the people saying. That's just what the people saying. They running it like it's a playoff game. Diddy and 5. They running it like it's a playoff game. They saying Diddy and 5. They say my other man hit me, said he'll be home in 5 weeks. That's what they saying.
That's what they saying. Crazy. So let's see what the Wreck Mob is saying on the lines and also in the chat room. So, Queen Wolf, take us to the next topic real quick. We're gonna we can always spin back. We can always spin the block, but what else we got? We got Fat Joe and matter of fact, I'm gonna bring y'all in. We got Fat Joe and Snoop Dogg. I'm actually want to play a clip that I saw earlier
Nigga
from
said
Snoop.
parlay. Oh man, parlay on the Diddy case is crazy. Who that boy Van said that? Yo, the comments is nuts. Niggas is
Of
crazy,
course.
man.
Oh yeah. Salute to the Wreck
What's
Mob
a
and the real ones
parlay?
in the building. Let's get it.
Oh
So yeah,
man.
this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna bring in this clip from Snoop Dogg. My bad. I'm okay. Here we go. I'm gonna bring in this clip from Snoop Dogg. Here we go. He's addressing Fat Joe making comments about Kendrick being the biggest West Coast artist ever. All right, let's get to it. Hold on, y'all.
Ever?
Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, I gotta take this off the screen. John Wong, could you take this Diddy pick off the screen so I can and where's the Fat Joe thing at? I had it. Let me see.
Oh man.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna hit play. Give me a second. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Let me bring it back. There we go.
Fat Joe, I saw Fat Joe saying, because he got the new pod with him and Jadakiss, and he said Kendrick Lamar surpassed you and Tupac as the most dominant rappers of the West Coast.
Can't say that because you're not from the West Coast. You would have to ask the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
That's like me coming out here saying that Jay-Z ain't the king or whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know who run New York.
Mm-hmm.
This y'all's. But I do know when it comes to the West Coast, everybody riding Kendrick, hands down. And it's been that way. So he is the king.
Mm-hmm.
That is no doubt. He is the king. But as far as what Fat Joe said, you would have to ask the whole West Coast, and the West Coast would have to give you, because you can't say that if you're not from there. I couldn't come out here and say who's the king of New York when I don't live here and I don't have a personal opinion from the people who actually run New York.
Fat Joe, I saw Fat Joe saying,
all right, y'all. So that was Snoop Dogg responding to Fat Joe comments off the Jada and Joe podcast. What y'all got? What's your thoughts? Talk to me.
I'm gonna just say Tupac is one of the GOATs. You feel me?
That's a fact.
It's a fact. Whoever disagrees is a hater and they don't really know music.
Mm-hmm.
And we go off influence, of body of work. You know what I'm saying? Just all kind of facets of hip hop and shit. Tupac is one of the GOATs. But the question is, did Snoop Dogg check Fat Joe? I think he just more so. I don't think that was a real check-in. I think it was more so like just letting him know, like, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like an aggressive move. It was just, it was mild. It was mild. It wasn't Buffalo hot. It was mild. But actually, Snoop Dogg is talking facts. But then you got to remember, it's Fat Joe and Jada just popping shit, and I'm sure Fat Joe would hear this and agree, because he's a sound-minded brother. He would hear this and be agree. But you know what? Snoop is right. Snoop was right. But sometimes when you popping shit, you might misspeak or something like that, or he didn't mean it to come out like that. Pause, because Fat Joe was around in them times with the Source Awards and all that shit. So he's seen the energy. You know what I'm saying? We speaking factual. He's seen the energy. It's a little different with that Death Row thing. It's a fact though.
No doubt.
I think niggas like Noriega will agree. You know what I'm saying? Like it a little different type of that was real hip hop energy. Now these extremes and all kind of other shit that factor into it. But at those times, that was just straight up rap shit. It was just us, FUBU, for us, by us type shit.
Understood. Queen Wolf, any thoughts?
I mean, I agree. I know one thing that when I hear people like Wack and people from the West Coast speak on New York politics, the one thing we like to say is stay out of New York business. You're not from here, so you can't really give an opinion on what's going out here if this is not, if you either flew here, you wasn't, grown here. They say you flew here, you wasn't, you didn't grow here. So
flew here, you ain't grew here. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Here,
So I feel they have a right to feel the same way. You know, don't have an opinion about what's going on the West Coast, even though you're entitled to your opinion, but you shouldn't really speak on it. I do think Kendrick is influential for this generation of the West
Correct.
Coast, but to say he's the greatest, I think that's a stretch.
Well, what happened was Fat Joe.
Did he say he's the greatest? I don't think he
No,
said some other shit.
Fat Joe pretty much was saying like when he went to L.A. when you turn on the radio, all you hear is Kendrick every 9 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And he said at this point in time, Kendrick is a bigger, well, he had bigger radio influence than Snoop and Tupac. That's what he said. But Charlamagne took it out of context. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Snoop responded the way he responded. You know what I
But
mean?
even with that, you know, it's hard to really say that because we're talking about two different times of music. You know,
Correct.
everything these days and ages is digital, right? It's digitally produced, it's digitally put out. It's not like you got to print CDs and sell them on the street anymore. So to say that he's bigger is like saying Drake is bigger than the Beatles or Drake is bigger than Michael Jackson. It's really hard to compare because this was a different time. If you think about what these guys have done for the West Coast, if what they did and how they pioneered music for the West Coast and they did it in this day and age, Kendrick wouldn't compare. Like realistically, just like if Michael Jackson was to be able to do what he did in this day and age, Drake wouldn't compare. Like we can't say that. Like Michael Jackson goes outside and there's a whole thousands of people, tens of thousands of people that would show up to see him. You know, these people have made the West Coast the name, gave it what it is. So Kendrick just kind of came into an industry that was already laid out, the foundation for him, and he's able to take the baton and keep it pushing. So the music, the numbers, all of that stuff is just it's a new time, it's a new day and age. We can't compare the two. Just
That's
can't.
a fact. I'm gonna
I
go to
mean,
some of the comments.
is
Yeah,
there a bigger artist in the world than Snoop Dogg? Like more recognizable, more popular? I think he's the most
Nope.
popular rapper in the world. So
Fact.
it's like if you got one of the most popular artists in the world, how could they not, you know, how could you overstep that by somebody's like going off in the 2010s, you know? Like respect to it, but like, yeah, politics is just a little bit different.
No doubt. Run the lights up. We see the Wreck Mob is responding, the Queen Wolf. They was definitely feeling your sentiments and all that on this Fat Joe and Snoop Dogg perspective. You know,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
got the people saying Snoop is the biggest. Shouts to Boss Money. So do y'all want to take calls or we just going to continue just giving them commentaries on y'all with Joe?
Yeah, I mean, with Troy, what you want to do? You want to take calls?
Is he there? Oh, let me take it. I don't know. I think his joint is on mute. Take your mic off mute. Let me see. There you go. I think he put his mic on mute. You there? All right, so maybe he's taking a bathroom break or something like that. But nevertheless, if you want to call up, you can. But we're gonna keep it moving though. Nevertheless, we're gonna I say like this, right? I'm with you. You know, we have different eras of music, especially when you talking about the West Coast. Right now it's Kendrick Lamar's time. You know, he got it. Undeniably got it. You know what I'm saying? He is the West Coast. He is the West Coast sound. And nothing else is currently really moving at the level where he's moving at. So, you know, he is the king currently. You know, now we can't say he's more relevant than Tupac overall or Snoop overall. Nah, because in their era, they dominated. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
Right now it's his time, pretty much. Why are people calling my Instagram? That's crazy. Hold on one second. I don't even do that. Nah, we ain't doing that. Do y'all answer Instagram calls from people you never spoke to?
Never.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't even know. I guess they trying to get through to the show. I don't know, but we not gonna do that. You know what I mean? So what other topics we had? We had the Tory, we addressed the Fat Joe, Snoop, oh, the Diddy. I mean, I'm pretty sure some more breaking news. Hold on, let's go to the shade room real quick. Queen Wolf, anything on your side of things? Because you be breaking all the news in the trenches. You know what I mean?
Let me take a look. It's some stuff going on in the trenches, but it's still
Mhm.
developing, so I don't really want to put it out there just yet.
Okay.
Just
Who y'all
yet.
got in the game tonight? Who you
Who's
guys
playing?
taking?
Who's playing?
OKC in Denver.
Ooh. What the series looking like? What the numbers is?
OKC is up 3-2. It's
Wow.
game 6.
I know SGA probably gonna go crazy.
Yeah, this will be the one. You know, I hear
Mm,
it's a lot of like turmoil within like the locker room and stuff like that, but they definitely heating up. This
mm,
playoffs is so get your parlays and get
yeah,
those legs in. The game start at 8:30.
that's a fact. Well, we want to make sure Ab is good. We don't even see him in the
He said that he said that he can't get on. He's
what?
trying to,
I'll
but
send them another invite.
I yeah,
yeah.
send him a direct invite real quick. So Queen Wolf, let's get a general topic going. You know, you got anything in the tuck or anything you could whip up real quick? A general topic.
Yeah. Um, One of the things that I was having a conversation about with somebody is pride, right?
Mm,
When is a time that it's okay to walk away from a situation, like when you sit down and think
mm-hmm,
about how a decision can really, because a lot of the times, like everything that's going on in these headlines is literally about a split decision,
mm,
right? So like when is a time that it's okay for you to say, you know what, I'm a chill. I'm not gonna let my pride get the best of me, and I'm gonna save my life. Like, because I feel like a lot of people don't do that, and I would love to take some calls from the people and have them answer that question if possible.
mm. Well, you know what you do? Give a scenario, just so they can, piggyback off the scenario. Give them one
I
scenario.
mean, social media, one of the things is that it's a lot of cyberbullying that goes on social media, right? So people are
Mhm,
talking to you, they call you pussy, they say you don't come outside, they say you don't do these things, like, you basically not like that, quote unquote,
mm,
right?
mhm,
But a lot of the times you decide that you want to go outside, you crash out, and
mm,
now you sitting in jail off of some stupid shit that easily you could have ignored and just moved around and not even let it really get to you, because at the end of the day it's a comment or a tweet or just some message from somebody else that's easily ignored and you can laugh it off and not pay it no attention. So I mean, whatever that means to people in general, however you see it, like where, or if you know somebody or know a situation where pride got the best of them and now they sitting down
mm.
faced with their decisions.
Hold on, we got a caller, so they may be answering your question. Hold on 1 second. Salute to the Rec Mall. We live on the Facto Show and Rec TV at the same time. Peace. Who this on the line? I don't know what happened. They must have. I don't know. Sometimes this app be bugging out. Let me probably call them back. But until I get them on the line, Queen Wolf, you could continue on.
All right, so here's a situation that was happening on Clubhouse recently. These two guys, they're both from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They both know each other on the streets, right? But on the app, they got beef because one, is rocking with one person, the other person don't rock with that person. They
Mm-hmm.
don't have an issue, but now they feel like they got to jump in the paint for the person that they fuck with. Except them two, one person is across country, the other person,
Mm,
is right there in your front yard. So what's happening is they get to doxing each other. They get to exposing each other's people, family, locations, information, stuff like that. And then now it's to the point where they want to go outside and they want to kill each other.
mm.
Right. So
I mean,
it's
that's
like,
just a scenario when people take social media too serious, man. You know?
yeah, but it's hard to not take it serious when these people immerse so much of themselves into social media life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to look rich. Everybody wants to look gangster. Everybody want to look tough, you know? So how do you protect yourself from that? And how do you move around that? Like, because my whole thing is like, y'all never even had an issue. Now y'all want to go outside, y'all want to harm each other, cause real life damage to somebody, and potentially sit down in jail, which could be for the rest of your life. I don't know what the laws are in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, whatever the case may be, however it goes. But something on the internet that is so easy for you to ignore. Now you want to go outside, you want to get into a situation. So for me, it's like, when does your pride supersede your life, and when do you decide to put my pride aside and, like I said, save your own life?
Well, we got somebody in the room. They responded to your question, Marcus B, and he dropped the super chat for $2. Appreciate you. He says, leave when you fail. Stop arguing with your common sense. I agree with that. Because now, as a grown person, right? And we talking about grown people, right, Queen? You talking about grown people? Or we talking about
Absolutely. Grown adults, 40 years old.
Oh, damn. You talking about super grown. 40 years old, you arguing on the internet with another man. And like who, like I'm trying to understand, like who you trying to prove something to? You trying to prove something to the man, or you trying to prove something to the internet? Like, I don't know. Like, to me, when you're a grown person with bills and kids and you got a lot to lose, you're not going to be on the internet arguing with somebody and taking it to the point where you're ready to crash out and lose everything. That's just, the way I think. I'm not going, like, I don't even entertain nonsense on the internet. I'm not going back and forth with nobody, but that's just me. So, but she right. It is people out here crashing out on the internet left and right. What y'all think about that? Let's see what the comments are saying. So, the devil loves to be entertained. Correct your mentality. Facts. Okay, let's keep going through these comments. Tyson says, crash out for what? This is a fact. Okay. I don't know if people trying to call. Oh, hold on. I think Ab trying to call. I think he might be trying to get on. Yo, John Juan, could you send Ab the link again? I don't know what's going on because my phone is connected to the roadcaster. I don't want our conversation public. Hold on one second. Matter of fact, let me just call Ab real quick.
Yeah, I just sent it to him.
All right, let
Wolf,
me just,
can you like say the question one more time?
She said she'd be back.
Can you tell me the question one more time, and I'll just like
pretty much in a nutshell, she was talking about two individuals that was crashing out on the internet and they ready to kind of like kill each other when if they see each other. You know what I mean? So that pretty much was the subject.
So pretty much streets is a myth.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I at the end of the day, like what you really want out of life? Like, are you want to sit here and like a couple minutes of being upset, is gonna cost you the rest of your life? Now you in jail, like all kinds of whatnot. Yo, Chaotic Flame, give M.Reck a call if you want to chime in. Right.
Okay,
I'm gonna drop that. That's the number, right?
Yup, that's the number right there, bro. Yeah.
It's not worth it. It ain't worth it, man. It's all for the internet. The internet is fake, and everybody, they're just gonna use you for content. They're just gonna want to laugh. They don't really want the best for you. So I think it's best to, not even indulge. Somebody want to act tough on the internet, if they ain't doing nothing like causing issues, then it ain't even about nothing. So
that's a fact. Shouts to Lisa. Great assessment. John Juan. Lisa says life is about decisions. So that may be their thinking point. I agree. You got to use your head. You can't react off impulse because you're going to find yourself like if you get jammed up, say for instance, you spaz on somebody. Let's just say you go stab somebody, right? They don't die, but they get hurt bad, right? They in ICU, and then you get caught, and now you in jail for attempted murder, right? So what's that, like anywhere from 10 to 15, right? Something like that, right? 10 to 15 years, right? Off a comment that you responded to on the internet, and you decided to take it to the next level. So now you sitting in that cell, you with all these men, you know, you taking shower with men, your family, you left your family out in the world, you can't take care of them, you lost your property because you can't keep up the upkeep. You understand what I'm saying? You lost your JO if you got a JO, you lost your business if you got a business, all for what? And then you sitting behind the gates, and you like, damn, I shouldn't have paid that nigga no mind.
Done up.
And you done up. You know what I mean? Is it worth it? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's why, even like, think about this. Let's take it off the internet. Road rage. You driving in a car, right? Mind you, say like you on a popular street, you know, or we could say it's a Broadway everywhere, right? Say like you on Broadway, and somebody is trying to cut you off, but you're not trying to let them in. And then y'all get into an argument. You know what I'm saying? Then the next thing you know, you get out the car with the baseball bat and bat him down. You know what I mean? The person that you didn't want to let in because he cursed you out. And then now you in jail for attempted murder now. Because now maybe he's in a coma. Because you beat him upside the head with a bat. And all you had to do, and this is what I do all the time, and I'm going to say this to a lot of women. A lot of your women with your egos, especially when you get behind that wheel, it's crazy. You know what I do? When people, you know, is trying to cut in or whatever, I let them in. Because you know why? An extra 2 seconds is not going, you know what I mean? It ain't going to stop me from getting somewhere quicker. All right, I got somewhere quicker 2 seconds beforehand. So what? You understand what I'm saying? So I think I'm over here talking to myself in a wreck mob. I think my co-host, everybody ghost me.
Nah, I'm still here. I'm listening to you, man.
Okay.
No, I'm with you. Nah, you talking facts, man. It's just not worth it. Like a life in jail, like or even any amount of time, like there's so much that you just like cut off of society, man. Like you can't be a citizen. You know, this is nuts for just like a mental lapse for a couple minutes, you know.
Come on,
like
now.
there's a dude like from my town, son, like I guess this guy was messing with his girl or whatever. His son, like the dude was an Amazon driver. He killed the dude in the back of the Amazon truck. All on camera. Like the whole block is lit up with cameras, but it's on the freaking truck. Like, and now he's done. Son was probably like 27. He's never coming home.
Damn.
Never coming home.
And you said over his girl?
Over a chick, yeah.
And you know what she gonna do?
Find somebody else.
She gonna move on with the next man.
For both of them. Like,
on both of you. One nigga dead and one nigga locked in jail damn near for life.
It's nuts.
Like, and see, somebody said something. And then this is big right here. LaTanya. Caught up in emotions. This is something I tell people. Stop reacting off emotions. Don't let those temporary emotions get you in a permanent jam. I don't know if I may have to say it again. Don't let temporary emotions get you in a permanent jam.
Hard. That's
it's a gem right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Like, think about it. Look, when you mad, you upset, breathe in and breathe out. Let that shit go. Take a big breath. Right? Hold it for a little bit and let it go. You know what I mean? Av said he back. Av, tap in. Let's get it. You know? Let's get it. All right, so we here, man. We talking real, and they rocking. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Salute to the real one. Salute to the trenches. We here. We got John Wan here. John Wan, man. I want to ask you something, man.
Talk to me.
Now you wear a lot of hats.
Oh yeah.
You know? You an engineer, right? Correct.
Photography, videography, engineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wear a lot of hats.
That's a fact.
Super producer,
Okay.
super producer. Your boy back.
Super
Y'all can hear me?
Okay, we got Troy Ave back in the building. John Juan, I'll get back to it. But
Yes, sir.
Ave, man, we had this topic about how people crashed out on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And you probably can speak to this topic more so than anybody.
Y'all can hear me?
You know, yeah, we
Am I-
can hear you.
all right, I'm back.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I had some tech. Yeah, I hear you.
All right,
I don't
so
know what the
we was
fuck
talking
happened. I know
about
my
Queen
phone
Wolf.
died. I
Can you
heard
hear me,
y'all. I
Ave?
was too. Yeah, I hear you. Yep.
Okay, so you know about the topic we speaking on.
Just fill me in more. I was watching it on the YouTube
Okay.
joint.
Well, Queen Wolf, she put out a topic about two people online pretty much crashing out over words back and forth on the internet, man. What you got to say about that?
I think really it it's more so like if you look at the hood, more
Mm-hmm.
so people crash out over disrespect. And I
Mm-hmm.
think in our communities, it should come from back in slavery times. You know what I'm saying? In our communities, it's a lot of pride, but it's pride in the wrong things. You feel me? So niggas have pride in being like, man, I'm gonna show these niggas they not gonna talk to me like that. But they won't have the pride in, man, I'm not gonna have a white shower curtain. I'm gonna get a glass door. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll
Mm-hmm.
have pride in, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna have the best, most expensive outfit out. And I'm gonna style on these bitches, style on these niggas. But they won't have pride in having their daughter's hair braided or keeping their sons with a haircut. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from having nothing. As a slave, you dead broke. You got holes in your bullshit leather shoes. You got shredded clothes, picking cotton. But you could be rich in pride. I'm the strongest slave on the plantation. Nobody can tell me nothing. You can have $0 but be a billionaire in pride. So that shit just carries on down the
Mm-hmm.
generation, and that shit is like is damn near cancer because we react and do things based on our pride. So for two people to crash out and be like a person that kind of like people that's not from our place and have a value more of themselves and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they're like a perfect example. There's a homeless guy bugging out, walking down the street, and he fucking slaps a black guy. Black guy start fighting, pull out a knife, and try to kill him. Now, guess
Mm-hmm.
what? The black guy still goes to jail.
Mm-hmm.
The same homeless guy could slap a white guy that's walking down the street, and the white guy would say, "Man, what the hell is wrong with that guy? He's crazy," and keep it
Mm-hmm.
walking about his day and have some freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just that we not having that. You know how it is, how we
Yeah.
built, and there's other communities and ethnicities that go with that shit. We not having that. I'm on bullshit. Like so for example, like I just came out of jail, so I was in the land of the crash outs, the land of disrespect. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So like you'll go through, you'll be like, man, I ain't going no bullshit. Niggas going no. I ain't taking no disrespect. Then guess what? You go to jail and you get around a bunch of disrespectful niggas. So it's like you graduated, stupid
Mm-hmm.
games win stupid prizes. Here you go, the next level of disrespect. You made it. Now you gotta niggas throwing Frank suck my dick, all kind of shit. COs disrespecting you, like you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of ignorance and you know, I mean, this shit happens every day, bro. So the shit that caught me the other day is I'm like, yo, how can we, and I throw myself in it, how could we have beef with niggas that from our own neighborhood, people that we grew up with, like whatever, like people our moms might know they moms and we still killing them and shit.
You know
When
why?
what
Because it was
what
always animosity. You know what I mean? That's
or,
where the beef comes in from, because it was always jealousy there, animosity. Think about it. If somebody is really your brother or really your friend, you know, you're gonna do everything in your power not to clash with them. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody always got a problem with you, think about it. Like even when you was a kid back in the days, you probably was like, damn, this nigga want to argue over everything. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's the
yeah.
nigga who always wanted a problem with you because he was either jealous or, you know, for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? You
But
had to shine, you know?
look at it how shit don't have to go, even if people are jealous. I can't relate to a jealous nigga or hater
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not that. It's like relating
Mm-hmm.
to somebody that's gay. I'm not gay. I don't get it.
That's a
But
fact.
I'm saying shit don't have to go escalate to that level, but we not really taught, or we not emotionally mature as I want to say a race. You know what I'm saying? It's not just us.
mm,
It's you look at the nigga, the parents, the mothers going through shit. It be mothers, nigga, 50, 60 years old, still have a problem with the baby father that they not with in fucking 20 years ago. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? It's not a lot of that. Not saying everybody, but it's a lot of that. But long story long, the shit that like gave me like a little awakening, for lack of a better term, is that we beef with niggas. We might be fighting over a little a block, or like, yo, hey, nigga, you can't sell here at this time of the day or whatever. But meanwhile, you look at motherfucking niggas going against each other for the presidency of the United States, the most powerful office position in the world. And at the end of it all, one person lose, one person wins. They still shake hands. Nobody's killing each other. And
That's a fact.
over peanuts, would take a nigga life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's you can't
Mm-hmm.
really you can't really change niggas. You'll die trying, like many have. All you can do is change your situation and teach the people in front of you. You feel me? So all you can do is raise your kids and raise them and put the ones on that's tuned in, that's with it. Like it might be people in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Some get it, some people like fuck that. All right, cool. We ain't like I said, you'll die trying to change and help niggas. You only gotta help the people that's in front of you. You start with your kids. You have your kids, you responsible for raising them a right way. Just like other niggas, if some people would have raised us the right way, I say us as a people, then we would have a more value on life and shit like that. But if you don't even value yourself really as a person, like if you're pissing your elevator in where you live at, you don't value where the fuck you live.
Mm-hmm.
If your rent is fucking $40, you don't give a fuck about that. And nigga, myself included. When like now, when I'm in certain neighborhoods, when I'm in Brownsville, I'm chilling, I'm eating chicken wings with French fries in my truck, and me and my man is throwing this shit out the window. You get out, you see nothing but duck sauce, you see nothing but chicken bones and shit right outside our window. It looks disgusting. But
Mm-hmm.
will we do that in neighborhoods that I live in now? Hell no. We wouldn't do that. I don't hop out and go take a piss anywhere. Let me get to a store, or let me at least piss in a bottle. But it's the environment. All you can do is change the
Mm.
environment, and most people, not all, some people just gonna be some special ed retarded niggas, and it just is what it is. No helping them. But most people will adapt to their environment. The loudest person will talk quiet in the library. You feel me? And that's
No
just what
doubt.
it is.
No doubt.
That's
Shout out to 100C. They say, yo, Troy, bro, I'm rocking brilliant all day, every day. Is that a record? Is that a
yeah,
song?
that's the new shit. Brilliant, yes
Mm.
sir. Good looking,
Salute.
bro. It's off the new project. A lot of people fucking with that. Yeah, good looking,
That's
baby.
what's up.
Brilliant.
Where can
Uh huh.
they get that brilliant in that new project, man?
Get that on all streaming platforms. We gonna put it in the chat again. Y'all go
They
get
got
it.
it right here on
It
the
drop at
screen. You see it?
midnight.
Look,
Yeah,
right here on the screen.
it's up there. I'm
Yep.
looking on the joint. Okay, being rich and being a dad is my fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? That's really how I started. Being rich and being a dad is my fulfillment. I don't got the
Mm.
fulfillment of styling on niggas. I don't got the fulfillment of when I gotta show niggas I'm tough and all that. I just want to have money and be a father type shit. Everything else, I did it. It don't matter. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that's the brilliancy of it.
No doubt. Shouts to Marcus B on the super chat. Most people that crash out like that got nothing to lose to
They got
start.
no value. They got no sense of value of themselves. Nigga, they not worth nothing. So why would they think somebody else is worth something? You feel me? They
That's
not
a
worth
fact.
shit. Nigga, you buy
That's
some
a fact.
night. You wearing your designer shoes. What's an expensive shoe? Fucking YSL or fucking
Mhm.
I don't know,
Yo, Ab, you
Gucci or some
dropping
shit.
mad F bombs. You know the YouTube
Oh my
algorithm
bad.
and the
My
monetization
bad.
will get cut. They're gonna cut our
My
water off.
my
You know what
bad.
I mean?
I'm
I,
not used to the
I know,
loud.
I
You
know, I know. That's why I'm
you
just,
ain't.
you
Thank
know,
you. I appreciate that.
I'm
You
we
and your
giving you some
Dior's.
guidelines. Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate that. You and your Dior's around a bunch of ninjas in white ones. It's not the same. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They wearing these one time, and we off that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is ninjas. You not. What happens is you're not supposed to do that there. You're not supposed to do that there. You gotta change the environment. You gotta look at yourself and be like, wait a minute. Why am I around a bunch of people that don't care about nothing? Okay, that's making me more susceptible to have to do things. Like if somebody might try me, then guess what? I gotta show and prove. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't have to, but that's what a man would probably do. All right, now I gotta get back and retaliate with violence, but I'm gonna get the short end of the stick. I'm going to jail. They dead. And you got certain type of haters, nigga, that they'll be in their coffin, arms folded, laughing. Yeah, I'm dead, but that nigga going to jail. It's a fact. It's just the mentality of these, the mentality of these roaches. It's a fact though. So all we can do is change our environment. And if you in a place where people crash, where you know it's a place where people crash out, don't even go there. And and I don't care what ninjas be talking about. Nigga, everybody could make it out the hood. Everybody could better their circumstance. I feel like it's a choice a lot of times, and the choice has to do with pride. The choice has to do with, like, I'm keeping a buck. I got a family member and they in the streets and they've been trying to get like damn near 10 bands for like 5 months. You know what I'm saying? And it was something with a repo and they own tickets and all that. Like in the past, I gave them when I was in the streets, I gave them work. They messed up the work. You know what I'm saying? I gave them clothes, gave them other opportunities to do business they ain't do right. So I'm not in the business of bailing people out. Like, I'm not a bank. If you had a broken home, you wouldn't come to me to fix your home. So don't come to me to fix your money problems. I'm not a bank. I'm not a doctor. You know what I'm saying? You'll go to a doctor to fix your home. So long story long, I told him, I say, yo, listen, yo, why don't you just go get a job or something? Like, why don't you drive Uber or something? Like, the hustling is cool, but hustling supposed to be extra. You need something solid with foundation that you can rely on. And they like, nah, I can't do that. I said, but you can have no car and ride a bicycle? Like, what are you talking about? I said, you taking pride in the wrong things. This is a fact though. They was like, yo, yeah, you might be right, but nah, that ain't my style. I be like, so your style is having no money? It, your style is being broke? Like, it don't make sense. Like, whatever you doing is not working. So try something different, try something new. And I had this conversation with somebody else too, and it's crazy that now I'm talking about it, I'm thinking I had that same conversation with two people in less than a week. But then that's why I distance myself from niggas. I don't pick up calls as much as I used to, because why put myself around that type of stuff? Shout to Bullets Gotti. My son Bullets Gotti in the building. But yeah, it just
Salute.
is what it is. It just is what it is,
Salute,
right? We
Bullets,
gotta
got
re-
me.
we gotta remove ourselves and care about the people in front of us. You can't care about everybody. You'll die trying to change and help niggas. This is a fact though. It's- Malcolm X's own people shot him. I don't care about all that FBI and all that. He didn't die at the White House. He died in a mosque. You feel me?
Mm,
So it's a
mm,
fact. It's a fact
mm.
though. But
No doubt.
so I hope everybody take heed to that and, you know what I'm saying, run with that. Do your own thing, man. Just, you feel me? You're not obligated to all that you could do is don't be a gatekeeper. Show people the way. If you become a successful, show people, yo, I'm doing this. Here, ain't no secret. Y'all could do that too. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. Everybody got is
Mhm.
blessed with health, God willing. And you take
Hold on.
you take it to the top.
That's a
Take it to
fact.
the
We got a
top from there,
caller.
bro.
We got a caller. Hold on.
Okay.
Peace. Peace.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hello.
Who
Can
this?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who this?
This is Loretta from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay, talk to
I
me.
know
I'm agreeing
Minnesota.
with everything y'all saying.
Mm.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and
Mm-hmm.
clear.
I'm agreeing with everything. And I'm 58 years old, so it's what you lay, whoever, this is a company you keep. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
You lay what you lay in. Shit. You
mm,
want to lay in shit, lay in shit.
Mm.
Keep it moving.
mm.
I'm 58. That's what I do. I keep it moving. You got 58, 60-year-old acting like 20-year-olds.
Mm.
Keep it moving.
I hear
Mm,
that.
That's what you do. And I
Watch the
agree with
company
that
you keep.
100%.
Watch the company you
The
keep. You know
company
what's
you
crazy?
goddamn keep. If they, this is what you do when you see them on that dusty ass shelf and they want to stay on that dusty ass shelf, dust their ass off and keep it moving.
Ah.
That's what
Mm.
you do. And put their ass right back on that shelf and keep it moving. And that's
Uh,
all I
uh,
gotta say.
I
From
appreciate
Minneapolis,
you.
Minnesota.
thank
Word.
you,
Let's
Auntie.
go.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you.
She talking that talk. Yo,
Wow.
rap. It's crazy how we would hear
Uh,
that as a kid, but it hit different when you become an adult and you be like, oh, watch the company you keep. That's a real thing.
Yeah, that's a
That's
gem.
a real thing.
Mm-hmm. That's a
That's
that's
a
a
real.
listen. I mean, we know we know that's too familiar. You know what I'm saying? Because even like with you, you move different. You know what I'm saying these days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you either for dolo, you with your kids, and you know what I mean. The people you work with, opposed to like just just hanging with niggas randomly. That ain't the
Right.
flow. That's not the flow.
Worthless. Worthless
Yeah,
niggas.
nah, nah. Run the lights up, y'all. So if you want to call Troy Ave got a project dropping midnight. What's the name of the project, Ave?
The project is called May. It's an issue. We doing this one for May, and in
Mm-hmm.
June we gonna drop another one. We dropping them like magazine issues. The Source Double XL. Back in the
Mm-hmm.
day, how they would drop magazines every month. We doing it
Mm,
like that because we live in times where people we consume music so fast. You might need you might need a soundtrack to getting money and being motivated for May. You might need something different when it's wintertime. So I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna drop
mm.
whatever type of motivation you need. 'Cause everybody know my music, man. I promote getting money, being independent, taking care of your family, and being a man, stand on man time. You know what I'm saying? So,
No doubt. Run the lights
mm,
up, y'all. Call me up. Call Troy Ave up. Queen Wolf. Queen Wolf, you there?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Queen
I'm
Wolf.
here. I'm here.
Okay, you dropped a great topic and then you just, you got ghost on us. Everything good over
I
there?
really wanted to hear you guys' opinion on it, you know?
Yeah, we built
So
on it for a good 30,
because like I
40
said, the situation was really between men, and I was looking at it like, damn, like y'all really be ignorant sometimes, you know, and it's
mm,
no disrespect to nobody.
We gotta
But
reclassify what we call men
mm.
too. Also, you feel me? Sometimes people could be they just adults, but they're not really men. They could be a male, but they're not really men. Men handle certain situations with a certain level of maturity and class. You feel me? It's like every father is not a father. You got dads, you got sperm donors. It's different things like that. So I think yeah, we should reclassify, just like reclassifying what a real nigga is. Niggas, yo, that's a real nigga. These terms are used too loosely.
That's a fact. We got another caller, y'all. Hold on 1 second.
Line them up.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
Peace. What's good? What's good?
What's going on? You live with M.Reck, Troy Ave, Queen Wolf, the Facto Show on MRecktv. We
Mm-hmm.
live. What's up?
What's up? What's up? M.Reck
What's up?
and Troy. Yo, man, Diddy should have had some videos on backup, man.
Mm.
This would be the perfect time for him to drop. If he would have remixed Houdini, the freaks come out at night.
Oh
That
my
boy
god.
would be number one. And then he do a super freak remix with Rick James. Oh my god!
Nah, we gotta do
He
that.
would
Get
have
that
the
AI Diddy
internet
voice.
going nuts.
Hey,
Yo,
y'all, you said
somebody
that
tell
yesterday.
Diddy I got
Going nuts.
50,000 for the feature over the phone. Y'all tell Diddy I got 50,000 for the feature over the phone. I'm gonna get my producer to make the beat. That's a
Yeah,
fact though.
I just
Oh
said that
my
yesterday.
god!
That'd be hard.
Rick James is turning in his grave, saying if I known Diddy was a super freak, I'd have had him produce the record. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Platinum, triple
right.
platinum.
You feel me? Nah, my brother,
Hey,
what's your name again? Great commentary, man. Great commentary. Good assessment.
80 on underhanded Indiana.
You said 80 on? 80 on?
Yeah,
Okay.
80 Owen.
Oh, 80 Owen. Okay.
Yeah, the number 80, the name Owen.
Okay. 80 Owen. Okay. Salute.
Like Terrell Owens.
Yo, another thing is
Uh-huh.
Snoop just dropped a new album, man. That's kind of wild that him and Dre just put something out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It didn't really last long.
That's a fact.
But
was it dope? Because I didn't hear it.
You know what I'm saying? I heard the intro and track one, and it's better than the Dre shit already. It's on 2 tracks.
Oh, damn.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like Dre overrated to me, but hey, that's a whole different story. But
got you. Hold on, my man Sham calling me. Salute, bro. Hold on, my man Sham. Peace, Lord.
What's the word?
I'm live, Lord. I don't know if you know I was live. I'm live with me, Troy Ave, Queen Wolf. We live on the Facto Show and MRecktv. What's up, Lord? You know I was live?
Yeah, nah. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey yo, we're talking to me though. What's up? It's some hip hop shit. Come on, man. We talking hip hop. What's up?
Yeah, talking hip hop.
Yeah, we
Nah,
talk.
nah.
It's some some personal shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with you. Yeah. I'm gonna catch up with you.
Niggas don't like being on that live. Niggas said nah. Yo, all right, Lord, I'm gonna hit you after the live. All right. All right, bitch. Yo, niggas don't like being on that live.
Nigga Lord about to say, yo, I need that cash app, baby. You know.
Yo, run the lights up. You heard? Yo, call me up. Call Troy Ave up. Call Queen Wolf. Queen Wolf, we need another topic. That topic was dope. You know what I'm saying?
I just need a little 2 bands. 2 bands. I just need a little 2 bands.
Queen Wolf, where you at? She not in the building. Damn. She must have got a call or something. So, Av, man, let's talk about this project while we got the people here, man. You want to name some of the producers? What's some of your favorite songs? Or you just like
Rack, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't like and that's probably like, you know my thing, bro. I don't like the fame. I just like the money. I'll do the press run and promote. I tell the people, yo, it's out and post it, but I don't be liking, yo, this project, yo, this new shit. I just be chilling, man. If y'all like good, like I make that new school 90s music, like with flows, with bars, with the sound like where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? East Coast. If y'all like that type of feel, y'all like that good Jay-Z, that Biggie type flow, like 90s type, y'all gonna lock in. You know what I'm saying?
That's
We go
a
from
fact.
there.
Hold on, we got another caller, man. Let's see what the streets is talking about. Peace.
M.Reck. It's our Hannah, aka Padu.
Hey,
how you doing, brother?
I'm good. Hold on one second.
Yeah,
you got an echo in your backdrop, good brother. I don't know if you got the TV on or the laptop.
He
Mute that.
he sound like an AI. He sound like an AI. I ain't gonna lie.
I did.
All right.
I did.
Hold on one second. Run the lights
no,
up.
I just wanted to call to make sure you got the email.
Huh? You make sure I got what?
I just wanted to make sure you got the email. I gave you all the information to get around the interference of your show.
Okay. I'm which thank you. What email you sent it to? The MRecktv promo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It came from tyhanna@gmail.com.
In
the subject line, I gave you my description of who I am.
All right, so you in tech? You in the tech world? What's your description?
Yes, I do everything.
Okay, so we definitely gonna tell you left your number and everything in the email?
Yeah, trust me, everything's in the email, bro.
Okay.
You'll see who I am and who I know. I know some people you know, actually. So.
Okay. All right, cool. I appreciate you, good brother. All right. Salute.
It's not a problem. Keep up the fight. Keep up the great work, okay?
Thank you, King. All right.
Much love.
All right, much love.
Yes,
yo, somebody said, salute to that brother. Somebody said something, my man Sham called, but I gotta put it up, but he ain't like that. Somebody said, yo, Reck, your man sounded like he wanted to hold something. Nah, he ain't never, yo, in life, that man ain't never asked me for nothing. We broke bread, like he's a dope DJ. And
salute to the DJs.
Salute to the DJs. You know, we had the gutter music thing rocking. Sham was one of the main DJs that matter of fact, the instrumental. I know about them gutter music instrumentals. Sham was putting a lot of those together. So shouts to SA Sham. He ain't never asked me to hold nothing. We broke bread now. We ain't gonna never get it twisted. And we never had a problem. Never had an argument, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like 25 years. You know what I mean? No argument about money, no argument about nothing. And it goes back to what we were saying earlier, when you could know somebody for a long time, and then how could you have beef with somebody you grew up with? And that's something that, I pride myself on. There's people that I knew 20, 30, over 30 years, never had a problem with. Then there's people I might have just met over the last couple of years, and I ain't did nothing but throw them alley-oops, and they got problems with me. So is it me or is it them? You know what I'm saying? So on that note, we got Queen Wolf and Av back in the building. Queen Wolf, what you got playing in the background?
Yes, sorry, little technical difficulties. My phone died. But I'm back.
Okay.
What we talking
Okay.
about?
We just talking, about Av project and stuff like that right now. So, you could come with a topic.
Oh, exciting news.
Yeah, that's
Um,
very exciting news. He's dropping at midnight, y'all. Make sure you grab that Av. Can they go to the
Yeah.
website and grab that, or they gotta go to
You can go
iTunes?
you go to Apple, go to iTunes. It's called God is Great Paper Straight. It's the May 25th issue.
Okay.
I want to do you have a topic app? Because he always got something random going on in his head. He always have a random question that becomes a
Yeah. Now he
conversation.
be
I ain't
sending
want
a
it.
lot of topics in the morning. Yo, Av, you be sending like
I
30 topics back to back. With some
I
come
got a
on.
topic, man, but I kind of want to save it for the next joint, but I'll just touch on it
I
real
mean,
quick.
this this
We're gonna have
just
to
joint,
change.
this joint rocking though. I mean, we
Yeah,
let me
you right.
tell you the numbers. Let me tell you the numbers. We
It's all
probably
good.
almost at 6,000. Let me see.
I mean,
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
give y'all my
6,000
topic.
exactly.
It might be a little
Run the lights up,
controversial.
y'all. Hold on one second. Av, we need y'all to hit the like button. This is the first time M.Reck and Troy Ave, Queen Wolf, John Juan going live all at the
Uh-huh.
same time on both channels. Run it up. You know what I'm saying? The like button is free. Take you 2 seconds to hit. Cost you nothing. You understand? And your channel gonna get lit with all our channels. It's gonna be in synonymous with our channels. So when you hit the like button, the YouTube is gonna recommend your channel with ours. You understand what I'm saying? You see how that works? So
Mm,
you get lit
mm,
too. So that's some
mm.
gems. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Hold on one
All right.
second. We're gonna take calls because we look, this is what we're gonna do. Every caller,
Hello?
yeah, hello.
How you doing?
I'm
I
good.
want to ask you guys a question.
Uh-huh.
Why do grown ass people troll other people's kids on social media? I just want to know why.
Ab, you
I
want to
just
answer
want to
that?
know why people do that.
I don't know why
I
they
just
do,
want to know why.
man. I don't know how
I
that.
don't
I'm
know.
just trying to figure out because I was looking at Beyonce and Jay Z and I was reading the comments. I'm like, why? Why? Just why?
Mm.
Haters gonna hate.
What Blue Ops got to do with a grown mother and father doing whatever? Why? Why y'all trolling us? Why? I don't
I have a
understand it. Why
response to
they
that.
trolling that girl?
I don't know. We're
A
gonna
lot
answer
of
that
people,
right
I
now.
just don't understand because if it was me, if it was my kids, I got three of them. They grown, 31, 32, and 26.
Mm.
Had it been me, somebody had a well whooped ass talk mess with mine. Especially
but
when you
then
got kids. You don't play with people's kids.
but then
Period.
you
I
you
don't
Correct.
done
care
went to
what it
jail.
is.
You done went to jail and they would have kept trolling because now
I don't
you ain't
care.
got no
Don't play with
access.
my kids.
That's what's
That's
up.
what I'm
I
saying.
appreciate you calling,
Don't play
Auntie.
with my kids.
All right. I appreciate you calling, Auntie. Thanks again. All
Oh
right.
man.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Peace. All right. So Queen Wolf, I
I
need
was gonna say a lot of people,
you.
a lot of people like to point out other people's flaws to ignore their own. And
Yeah.
so when you put yourself in the public eye, you have to
Mm-hmm.
sign up. That's like the fine print in the contract of being famous or being popular. That a lot of people are gonna pick you apart in your presence, whether it's good or bad, makes people reflect on their own selves. So
Mm.
it's
This is a
something that you
fact.
gotta take,
Good
the good with
assessment.
the bad.
Mm-hmm. She's not wrong.
Okay. So let's piggyback off that some more. So when
Oh,
Kanye West called Jay-Z and Beyonce kids retarded, how you felt about that?
Well, they ain't the only
I
ones in the
yeah.
world.
I don't I don't really
It's,
take a lot of stuff Kanye be saying too seriously, but if that's his opinion, if is it a fact or is it fiction? We don't know.
Mm.
And then he say his own kid got ADD or something. Oh,
he definitely did. I feel like,
Mhm.
I mean,
Is he out of
what
pocket
do
though?
you?
Is he out of pocket? I think he's out of pocket
No,
for
how
that,
many
regardless
kids?
of
See, the thing is, again, we have to also remember that these people are human. How
what.
many times have you heard your mother, your aunts, or your grandmother have a
mm,
conversation with you, telling you that that person over there, that little kid over there, is special, or this person
Yeah,
got
yep.
sugar on
that's a
in their
fact.
tank, or this person, like is neighborhood gossip. That's really what it is. But at the end of the day, these guys are famous. Again, these
Mhm.
guys are under a microscope, so we're looking at
Sugar
it
in
like,
your
oh my
tank is
gosh,
crazy.
you don't speak on someone's kid who has special
Mhm.
needs, but that's what they're doing in school. That's what they're doing, in the real world.
Mhm.
They see something and they say something. So I'm not excusing his behavior because it was, it's the
Yeah.
timing probably is bad. And of course, if he's trying to push his music and he's using them as some type of, like, you know reasoning to push his music, then of course I don't stand with that. But at the end of the day, I mean, what we're gonna do? The only people who really owe a response to that is Beyonce and Jay-Z, and they be ignoring it. So what the hell do I care?
That's a fact. So look, this is what we're gonna do. We've been rocking out for an hour 40 minutes. Your ad promote the project once again, and we're gonna probably go live with the people. What today is Thursday, right? We go live with
Yeah.
the people maybe Saturday, Sunday. I don't know.
I got.
Let me know.
I'm gonna leave a cliffhanger of a topic for y'all. The
Okay.
topic is, since y'all asking about a topic, and we could do this next time, this time, whatever. The main topic that I want to bring up is why do we will say we want to just umbrella and say why do black people, why are they so wasteful? This is a fact. Why do you go to a strip club? Why is niggas throwing money, 1,000, 2,000, just throwing it, right? A friend of mine said this what he does. He said a girl was like, wait, so you're just gonna throw all that money away? And he didn't even think about it. He was like, well, yeah. But meanwhile, you go to a club where the white guys go. It's called a gentleman's club. They sit down, they get every dollar worth. Niggas might throw $1,000, $2,000. You don't even get a jerk off. Here's the fact. Get a lap dance, nasty, what is it called? Glitter, lotion on your pants. You know what I'm saying? And this is a fact. And you get to smile and show for other niggas. White guy, they spend 2,000. They're gonna have a bottle of Johnny Walker Black. They're gonna go to the private room, get a DS. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good night. It's a fact. But we just got to get to the bottom of why a lot of black people are just so, just like, why we feel like we got to be in competition, shitting on niggas for. Pardon all the cursing, M.Reck.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Rec Mob, you want to answer that in the general comments, or you can answer that in the live chat as well. We're gonna leave y'all with that cliffhanger, like Ab just said. Make sure y'all get the new project, man. God is
Get them.
paper straight. The May 25th.
It's available everywhere. It's available on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. Anywhere you listen to music at, YouTube. If you one of those cheapos, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. The link is in there. Just go copy it. It's a soundtrack for me for you to get you some money and get you some motivation. That's a fact. The real relating to fake gonna hate.
Make sure you get that project, download it, buy it, whatever you got to do. Just make sure you tap in with it. But real quick before we go, Av, it's some people in the chat room. They want to know: are you going to the Diddy trial?
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen. Y'all didn't know this is one of Diddy's lawyers?
I'm absolutely gonna appear at the Diddy trial. Absolutely. That's a fact. I'm gonna do it. It just is what it. I would if I had a child and I was fighting for my life, I would like somebody to show up for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact.
That's true.
That nigga showed up to Diddy concerts, but won't show up to a shop. It was outrageous. He was still pouring champagne off the bitch in the hot tub. What's so far fetched about this now? It's not like he's the Kirk Franklin or the pastor. He was doing Diddy shit.
Well, I mean,
Now
the pastor
everybody's
was, all right.
Not that type of pastor. But I'm saying, it's the hypocrisy for me.
He had a pastor in the freak offs.
Listen, man, Diddy promoted Biggie.
TDJ.
I didn't want to say the name, and it was glossed over. He retired. He left the church.
He checking out.
Passed it on to his kids. Yeah, he knew what was good
Yeah,
for him.
Y'all start trying to deflect when we making a good point. That's crazy. I'm just saying.
M.Reck, there was something that we said earlier.
You see that, John Wall? See how they do? What was they try to deflect and make it into a joke. When I'm telling niggas, y'all was show up to a Diddy concert. The Barclays did have an empty seat in the house.
I never went to a Diddy
M.Reck
concert.
was there. M.Reck, I seen a hat. Somebody's wearing a hat. One of the supporters was wearing a hat. In fact,
what they say? They said it was two. It was
bro. Check the footage. Niggas would go to Diddy concert but won't go to shop.
Harlem Shaking in a party with Diddy. I can't remember who was it. Was it you, M.Reck, we were having a conversation with? They said it was two rappers. One was French Montana, and the other one, I'm starting to believe, was Anyway, the you
That's Pat.
they said they was all doing the Diddy Bop and Harlem Shaking. But no, I can't remember. It was no, they said it was French Montana and somebody
Yo,
that ended up
doing
getting
the
me.
Harlem Shake at a Diddy freak off is crazy, yeah.
Especially if you ain't got no pants on. If you ain't got no pants on, it's even crazier.
We ain't got no shirt, no pants on.
That's a hell of a shake. That's a hell of a shake, boy.
Spooky!
Oh man.
So we gonna leave on that one. Salute to the Ray Farm. Go get that Troy Ave new album. God is Great. The paper straight. The May 2025 edition. Okay, and he's gonna drop another one in June, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. But y'all tap into this one. Come out at midnight. Y'all go just go to Apple everywhere. Just type in Troy Ave. It should come up. It should come up. New shit.
And make sure you're subscribed to the Troy Ave BSB channel on YouTube. I'm gonna put that in the description right now in the chat room. Make sure subscribe to the channel. We live on both channels, man. It's the first time we doing this. It was a good live, man. Let me know how you felt.
So it feels like Clubhouse. I like this.
Okay, so we're gonna do this again then. Okay, so
we can do this every weekend. Is that all right with you?
I knew that was
coming. Hey, yo.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Somebody said that you somebody said you Diddy character witness.
Listen, whatever, man. I'll be a character witness. But look, what I'm saying is, you see how it started? This was fun. We could do this again. And then next thing you know, you sit with a federal indictment on the RICO. They switch it up on you.
The baby on you. They said Perry did the baby on you at the free calls. Allegedly.
Allegedly, man. It's for your own people. Y'all are horrible. I ain't gonna lie.
Speaking of Ricos, I heard there was somebody else that got caught up in a Rico, but I'm developing information on that, and I'm gonna be back with y'all to discuss that.
Spooky. You gotta hit the spooky.
Spooky.
Somebody else getting caught up in a Rico as we speak.
Caught up in a Rico.
I don't know that nigga. I don't know that dude Rico, but he out here. He out here coming for people.
Yo, it gotta be a book called "I'm a Dirty Blood Caught Up in a Rico." Matter of fact, M.Reck, you gotta make a movie. That gotta be a movie title, M.Reck. I'm a Dirty Blood Caught Up in a Rico. It's a fact.
The series.
That's an ill movie. Oh yeah, the series.
Now we gonna do that.
Man.
The people said it was a great show, good content. We getting a lot of good compliments and feedback.
Thank you guys, and thank you for the love.
Thank you
I
for
know
the
somebody
love.
asked if I was media trained before, but no, this is just, I just like to speak and debate on topics and have fun with the people, throwing opinions across the room. So
now, I'm gonna call BS on that. Queen Wolf got some. She told me herself, but she gonna sell it.
It's in me, not on me. Pause. Right. No Cassie.
Right, we got Queen Wolf now. We got Queen Wolf now.
It's in there on Cassie. This is a fact. According to court documents.
No Cassie.
Hey, Cassie. Damn.
No Cassie is crazy.
Damn.
No Cassie
It's in me, not on me.
That's what niggas need to say now.
Put that hot warm on her chest. Damn. Crazy.
Oh man, no Cassie is crazy. That's the first time I heard that.
No Cassie. We gonna have to run with that.
That was nuts. Yeah, we gonna run with that.
Right, that's for the ladies.
That's
so
for the ladies.
Yeah, can't be no man saying no Cassie. That's spooky. You feel me?
The spooky drop is nuts. One more time with the spooky drop. The spooky drop is nuts. Oh man.
So,
unless you did it, then it's on you.
Yeah, he probably having nightmares, waking up in cold sweats.
I'm not jacking that. I'm not jacking that. Y'all crazy, man.
Nah, I mean, think about it. She's sending him to hell, man. That ain't right though. I'm be honest with you. She took that 30 M's. 30.
Yes,
30.
Took the 30 M's and then still showed up to court. Come on, man. That shit is.
Look,
that shit
so
is
you supposed
unethical.
to go to jail now?
It's unethical. You can't take the money and then still show up to court. It's unethical.
She got subpoenaed.
I'm gonna make t-shirts.
She took money.
She took the 30 and still did them dirty.
She took that. Put that on the t-shirt.
Putting that on a
Put that on
t-shirt.
a t-shirt.
She don't owe him no loyalty, and he didn't pay her. His insurance paid her. His
What are you
company
talking,
paid her.
man? You sound like one of those people that be, he just paid my rent. He didn't buy me a house. That's crazy. It's the ungratefulness. He
Yeah,
didn't pay her. She
exactly. We
still got
talked about
paid.
that. Yeah, she got paid.
Man, do you? This girl had sores on her tongue from the amount of D she est.
Mm,
That
Like,
was a choice. That was a choice.
mm.
Damn it!
like can
Like
you?
I said, like I said.
You guys don't know.
So
You
you
guys don't know the chore. You guys don't know the chore of giving oral sex, right? Can you,
I would never know.
yeah.
ladies
We like,
in the rec mob, ladies, the real ones down, like these guys don't understand. Do you understand how? Like, well, you don't, but can you
yeah.
imagine how much D you gotta choke off of and go back and forth on to have oral sores in your mouth?
Mm.
Listen,
Like,
man, that was
that
that
is
was
a
a choice.
lot.
But hold on, was it oral sores or was it herpes? Because
They
I
didn't say it was
Ooh.
herpes. They
that's
did
what I'm
not say
hearing.
it was herpes.
Yes,
They
they did.
did.
Spooky.
They
There's a
did
I'm them
say it
all
was
spooky
oral. It
jobs.
was oral
the sex
sores
worker. Sex
from
worker.
friction.
The
They
sex worker
asked her.
said
She said
Diddy
it was
and Kevin had
friction.
herpes. Allegedly, that's what the sex worker said. What's his name? Jonathan Adi, I believe.
You can't
He
believe a
said,
nigga named Jonathan Adi. That's a sex worker. Can't believe him. Can't
"Yo,
believe him.
but you know what's so wild? How you run with the title of, especially as a man, I'm a sex worker. Like, that's spooky. That's spooky in
Wait,
itself.
how you
Okay.
how you don't want an SD and you just don't bite down? Spooky.
Super spooky.
Because she's
It's
scared.
just
She's afraid of the consequences.
the consequence of a bite down, nigga. Ah, and you out of there. That's a
Crazy,
fact.
yo. Yo,
The
And you
consequences.
know, it's coming out that at some point she was enjoying it. She was high off drugs. She she did as much drugs as possible. Oh, and
mm.
come to find out, at some point Diddy overdosed.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Allegedly.
he overdosed on opiates. She had to take him to the
Damn,
hospital.
that's crazy.
Allegedly.
This man and his
Allegedly.
allegedly. Somebody take away his allegedly button, please.
Run the
Cause y'all,
lights up, bro.
I can't listen to y'all put propaganda on a good brother's name. Know what I'm saying?
This is what they're saying. They said he was just doing a freak. And oh yeah, Wreck Mob, I got a bone to pick with y'all, cause y'all know y'all seen that 15-minute video. Everybody saying and M.Reck. He said, oh, she tried to steal the jewelry. That's why she was running out of there in a hurry. The whole video, if you look
I
at
said
the
that?
14-minute video, she left that
Rex said
place
he had.
barefoot.
I
She
think
was
Rex said he
barefoot.
had insider information. Rex said
What
he
I
had
said?
good information. He had a good source.
She
That was nuts.
She was not running out with the jewelry. She was barefoot. She took time at the elevator to put on her
Mm,
shoes. So I guess the guys, they was off doing their own thing where she was able to slip out. She was actually leaving early. She said she had to go to a premiere. And so she was getting ready to leave so she could go get ready. She was putting on her shoes. She was bent over, and he came out with his fuzzy socks and his towel, knocked her over, dragged her by her hoodie,
damn,
and then started kicking her up and grabbed their bags. So he also threw a vase. It was broken glass everywhere. If it ain't
damn.
about the, if it ain't about the orgies, Puff just don't care.
You got a lot of details there. Like
It's the
you might have been
video.
there.
Right.
It was the video. It's in the video. Y'all can't say allegedly. It's there.
Mm.
I'm actually gonna upload the full video. I'm gonna give it to John Juan so that he could put
Oh
it
my
up
gosh.
on the Facto show
Oh
because it
man.
is news.
This is
And
nuts.
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to to see him really flash out. He really flashed out. He was pissed. Security,
Mm.
she ended up calling security. Security came,
Be your own people,
diffused
man.
it. Security came and diffused it. They asked her if they needed to call the police. She told them no, don't call the police. She just was gonna leave, so she was able to grab her stuff and leave at the time. And this is actually the security guard that is in the testimony and telling everybody what happened. He was the one that
So wait,
Diddy
so
was
what you
there.
telling me? What you're telling me is that Diddy fought a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? And I,
Oh
as
my
I
gosh!
recall, Queen Wolf, you fought a drug addict too.
In the live,
You
Rex.
you fought a drug
Hold on.
addict too.
Hold
So
on.
what? So like,
When was
where's
this?
he who is without sin?
Hold on,
Pass the first stone.
hold on,
It's a
Ab. When
fact.
was this?
She beat a drug addict up in the street.
Oh,
Yeah,
word?
it's a fact. I'm just
Oh, that's
saying.
crazy.
I'm just
Wow,
saying.
cut the
I'm just
tape.
saying.
Hold on,
Yeah, I'm just
got a
saying.
videotape? You got a videotape?
Man, listen, man.
Whoa.
Let
Listen,
me get
man.
a
If
videotape.
if I keep hearing slander, the tape will be released. That's
Okay,
all I'm saying.
okay. I need that tape. I
That's all
need
I'm
that
saying
tape.
about that.
Let's break the news.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause
Exclusive.
that's what it sounds like. She was high on drugs and he beat her up. Okay, sometimes
She
you
was
gotta beat up a
actually
drug
not
addict.
high on drugs. How you run after her to go beat her up?
Cause she was high on something. She probably took the last of the drugs. We don't know what happened. We wasn't
Well,
there.
hold
All
on.
we see is
Let's get back
video.
to that Queen Wolf videotape beating up that fiend. Right? Was it a fiend?
A videotape is crazy. Right there for the videotape.
I want that videotape.
The videotape is wild.
It was very one sided. It was very one sided. This is a fact.
Okay.
Super spooky.
It was a situation with a loved one who ended up getting caught up, and I had to
Same
really
thing with Diddy. It
I
was a
had to
loved
really
one.
I
It was
had
a
to
loved
beat her up
one.
because
Same
I because
difference.
I because I
Same
love her,
difference.
and that was
Oh,
that was
hold
just
on.
it.
This really happened. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
this really
Yeah, this
happened.
happened.
Oh,
You know
we
she
need that
gotta
tape.
admit to it. I got the tape.
Oh,
She gotta admit
wow.
to it. She can't deny it.
Damn.
No, I'm not gonna diddy my way out of this.
That's a fact.
I'll stand on my transgressions. I
Oh, so you're
definitely
not even taking it to
I
court.
beat up a junkie, but I
Okay.
loved her, and
Mm,
I wanted her to get right. And I beat her up, put her in an ambulance, and she went to rehab from there.
love
And
hurts.
that
Same
was all she.
sounds like Diddy. Now if the video came out and now everybody was outraged and she tried to sue you, then what? It's the same situation.
Mm,
It's a fact.
Well,
Y'all know I'm making
luckily,
sense.
I'm not
mm.
gonna say luckily for me.
Gotta be
Unfortunately
humble.
for the situation, she ended up, back on the streets, and she's nowhere to be found. And I don't know what's going on. So I don't think she has enough money to get a lawyer. So I think I'm good.
Yo,
Hopefully.
y'all know what's crazy? These lesbian love affairs be crazy. So y'all gotta just watch
What?
out for those,
Oh,
man.
what? That,
No, he didn't. Oh yeah,
damn.
he's getting
Threw you under
paid.
the bus.
Oh,
He's getting paid.
my bad. Wrong person. Wrong person. That was propaganda. But I'm
Getting
saying,
paid.
I'm saying,
You
you
can't
see
you
how
can't get
easy?
pregnant. You can't get pregnant bumper coochies, and then I am pregnant. The proof is
But
there.
Mm.
Ellen
I said
DeGeneres
you.
has a baby. I'm just saying. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
wow.
But you see how easy
I
somebody
think
can
he's
put
trying to shut
propaganda
this
on you.
live down. I'm about to
Yeah.
shut this live down. You're a little crazy over there.
No. Just
I'm
All right.
saying,
not
man.
gay. I'm not gay,
Okay.
guys.
Look,
It's,
God is great and the
it's,
paper
she,
straight
she sound
album
like Puff. I'm not gay. Same
12
thing.
a.m.
Put you on the defensive.
only
Subscribe.
one of us is only one of us is telling the truth, though.
Mm, Man, the truth comes out.
The freaks come out at night.
Word. The freaks come out at night.
It's all right. I'm gonna get a picture. I'm gonna get a picture of that guy, that witness that had on the M.Reck hat.
Oh.
That's gonna be in the thumbnail.
How I get shot down?
The nigga in the corner. The
I
nigga in
gotta
the
pass it
corner.
on.
She
They
just
said
hit
that
Gotta
nigga
me.
pass
had
it
a video.
on.
They said he had a video camera, and they said he had a laptop open and it had a Forbes DVD sticker. That was crazy.
Yo, I
That's what they
caught a
saying.
mean stray. I caught a mean stray. Damn.
You gotta read the paperwork,
I didn't
y'all.
feel
They
protected. I
said,
didn't feel protected. I had to throw it
Okay.
out there.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I feel
yeah,
like
he had
Denzel
the
in Training
laptop.
Day. Okay. Okay.
Right.
I'm putting cases on all you. Yeah.
You got
All
to.
you witches. All you witches.
You
You
got
feel
to,
me?
man. That was nuts. The lashing out was crazy, by the way. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so we
We
off
all this,
this.
y'all. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Salute to the real one. Salute to the trenches. Facto Show, Queen Wolf, Troy Ave, M.Reck, John Juan. We here, man. We gonna go live for y'all next couple of days. All right. Appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all. Peace.